Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Season 2, which is the final season of Kevin Can F Himself. And this is a series from AMC. It's a comedy, it's a drama, focusing on a woman, Allison, played by Annie Murphy, who is living life with her insufferable husband, Kevin, played by Eric Peterson, and the first season's about her trying to kill him and get out of this marriage. And the second season sees things kind of shifting in priorities, and maybe instead of trying to kill her husband, she might just disappear. And you see throughout this second season Allison going in a different direction in terms of how to get out of this situation. And not gonna lie, I felt more connection to this because I feel like obviously it's easier to get behind somebody who's just trying to get out of a situation instead of, trying to murder somebody. But what I appreciate most about this show is the dichotomy of, like, when Kevin's around, it's shot like a sitcom. And he's basically the Doug Heffernan of King of Queens, the heavy-set, kind of oafish husband that just takes advantage of his much more attractive wife. And, it's fun with, like, the laugh track and how they play it up. And Peterson does a great job of playing up Kevin as a character. But when he's out of sight, it is a dark, gloomy, real world that we experience. And it's a stark contrast in terms of seeing where Allison's actually at versus this crazy, hyper-realized world that Kevin has set up in his own mind. And you have one of the most impactful scenes in this whole entire series in the finale, where you finally tear away that sitcom lens over Kevin. And Peterson surprises in that scene and what he's able to do and the real Kevin and what he is really like. And it's disturbing, it's shocking. This series, the second season, this final season, takes us on such a crazy ride. And I felt very attached to Allison and trying to see her. She's flawed. She doesn't make the best decisions all the time. But you can get behind her trying to find control of her own life. And you have Patty, her friend, Mary Hollis Inboden, who, at times they're more of, like, by necessity helping each other out. But you see a lot of Patty in this season and her own situations with, like, her girlfriend, Detective Ridgway, played by Candace Koch, who does a really fine job as well, and the ups and downs of their relationship. One of the most impressive things about this season is what they did with the character of Neil, played by Alex Bonifer, who's Kevin's best friend. Because where we see him at the end of this first season completely changes his perception on everything, and we see him go through a lot of trials, and he's not just like the idiot best friend next door. And he has depth, he has his own stories, and we can get behind him as well. And because Allison's not the only one stuck under Kevin's thumb. Neil is too. And you get to experience that throughout this. Here's the thing. It's really funny in the moments where it's trying to be. It's very dramatic and emotional and intense in the scenes that it's trying to be. This is such a creative show. And in the end, I really enjoyed this series quite a bit. And, it did its thing in its 2 seasons. It had its run, and good for it. I enjoyed it. I had a great time. And I hope more people go check this out. You can watch this right now on AMC+. But those are my thoughts on the second season of Kevin Can F Himself. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.